like crying today? I don't. At least not at the moment. But when you get into a certain game that can provoke certain emotions, crying is inevitable. Hello, I'm the Baumeister, and welcome to What Remains of Edith Finch. If you're thinking, Baumeister, you've played this game before, you'd be correct. I did a first start of this game back many, many years ago. The link to that video will probably be in the description, if I can remember to do so. So we're starting a new series today. Gonna get into that before I start the game. We are going to dive into a short game, 3-4 hours, 6 hours at the most, and we're going to play it. Help me get through some of my backlog, as it were. A lot of them are probably going to be walking simulators. Some of them might be pretty short retro games that I know I can beat. Okay, so let's open the journal.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Just going to start at the beginning with the house. And you can see the house there out in the distance. I'm also going to pause at some point. This is the second time I've tried to record this because I had a cat who wouldn't be quiet.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Okay. I love that the letters have their own, they do their own thing. My only... Nope. My only gripe is there's not a sprint button, per se.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
Missing person
My brother
poster.
Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
See, there's always a reason to go back and explore somehow. Anyway, I'm going to make a thumbnail when I get closer to the house. And upon the first recording, I also did one of the achievements in the game, which was to take both pathways. There's an upper and lower pathway. We'll do both again. Even though you won't see the achievement pop up on screen, you'll definitely get I'll try and make sure we get the dialogue in the game. Mailbox. Open the box.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
The Orcas Island Gazette. Someone hasn't collected newspapers in some
I
time.
hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Again, I love that you can interact with the letters. No trespassing. So there's some sort of camera surveillance somewhere around here.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Key!
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Okay, so we're going to go down the lower path like I did with the first recording. And we'll come back the upper path the other way here. Also, won't make the mistake of trying to go...
Truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Also, won't make the mistake of going off trail right away, because this is not like an adventure game. I can't go pick the
woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent.
The blue flowers.
As if they're about to say something, but never do.
I can't go pick the blue flowers. Because there's no inventory item for them. Alright, I think that's a good enough spot to swap around. We'll go back. So yeah, this is taking the place of Returnal. Returnal, I wasn't making any significant progress that I was happy with, so I shelved the series for now. If I ever feel like coming back to it, I might just play it on my own and then voice over later. But that might be at a later time. For right now, though, we're playing. I enjoy walking simulators. They can be rather peaceful. Sometimes. As long as they're not like a horror walking simulator. You know, if they have a lot of story base to it, like Gone Home, or this game, or The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, or even Dear Esther, for that matter, they have a nice peacefulness to them at times, which I appreciate. It wouldn't be something like Slender Man or any of the games where you have nothing to do but run and hide.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Can't really drive this way anymore because of the tree. So yeah, oh dear. There'll be another series that'll start later this year. Or later on in the year, anyway. Where I'll do more long-form game content, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. That one's going to be, I think, called Sunday Scaries. That one probably won't start till at least March, maybe April. It depends. I've got plans for the end of March and throughout April, so stay tuned for those that are coming in the future. Alright, nothing here. I can't interact with the truck any.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
I want to do this real quick. We're gonna sit for a few seconds here. Just crack open this beverage. Just keep my whistle wet, so to speak. Okay. That way I can have a nice thumbnail to go into when I get to scheduling this. Probably get this going in the editing software immediately after.
The house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
I gotta stop and if I want to do some commentary. I have to finish what I start. First and foremost. So I'll get this edited probably after I get done recording and then have it probably uploading overnight. So that way we're ready to go for the morning.
As a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Alright, we are afraid of the house. Okay. Recycling bin, trash bin, a chair, pair of chairs, just sitting out here next to the trash. Enjoying the wind chime. Oh, hello.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Can I go back to the doggy door? No. No, I cannot.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
There's probably still much more to investigate outside. Oops. This is not a 100% playthrough, by the way, so if I missed something, I do apologize. Please kindly let me know in the comments if you think I've missed something that it has been sitting in plain sight, or if there's more important stuff outside for the story that I might have missed as I was going through. I mean, I was not expecting to go through the doggy door. Tennis ball attached to just randomly attached to a string. Okie dokie. Not quite sure why that's there, but it's there. The power's out, so we cannot lift the... can't open the garage door.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Alright, also January 2010. You've got coat hooks for Edie, Dawn, Lewis, Milton, and Edith. Alright, so welcome home.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
In loving memory, Edith Finch. Born December 27th, 1988. Died November 21st, 2010. Beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Edie. Memorial service, Finch Family Cemetery, 2141 Fireweed Road. I was 6 months older than Lewis when he was born. Books: The Holiday Feast, Witch's Kitchen, A Viking's Belly, Tasting Thailand, excuse me, The Nordic Cookbook, Weird Recipes, Flour, Salt, Water, Yeast, Northwest Chef, Something Werther, The Pacific Pantry, Fish and Shellfish, Had a Filter, Hello.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Makes sense. Book of Mushrooms, The Smoke in the Forest, Cosmic Cuisine, The Pleasures of Japanese Cooking, Tuna.
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Oh, I'm sure Molly loved the salmon. There is an apple pie recipe. If you want to screenshot and try to bake that yourself, go for it. Let me know. I kind of want to see what you come up, how it turns out. Peeled tart apples, water, lemon juice, sugar, brown sugar, all-purpose flour, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, salt, and 9-inch pie crust. I'm not much of a baker, so I'll let you guys have at it. Alright, so into the dining room.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
So what happened exactly?
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
What did happen here, Edith? I mean, that's what we'll find out throughout the course of the game. Of course, of course. Nice shot of the, what I assume is at least the lake behind us.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Okay. Alright, now out.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth.
Say we're in a nice little sitting room here. So many books. Not gonna lie, kind of my dream. But that's why I have bookcases.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
As all the words flew up the fireplace. Pretty decent sized monitor there. Pictures of kiddos. Nice little Halloween picture. So many book covers to read. Dawn Finch living room. So either they were... That makes it appear like it's moving in. Well, it looks to be like an old chunk of tree there for an end table. I would hit my leg on that so hard all the time. I am such a klutz. Okay.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Alright, we've got... Gotta wind it whoop, nope. There we go.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
And the Sasquatch sitting back there. Kind of dig that. Okay, and then loop back around through to the dining room, or to the kitchen, excuse me. Again, so many books that I would adore to have that kind of shelving. Of course, I don't have that many books.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Alright, so that's front door. There's a closet. Mail for everybody but Milton. Calendar says November. I think the calendar in the garage said it was January. It is 6:38. Which is not almost unlike the time that it is currently this recording. So why is that door stray foamed? Grandma's chair. Get her up the stairs. Excuse me.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
I don't blame her. Alright, there's a room there. There's Molly's room. We're gonna go the way of the words first. Just in case. Actually, we're gonna...
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Okay. There's an attic, which...
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
So we'll definitely have to find our way up and around there. Part of me can't remember which door I'm supposed to go in first. Yep.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Alright, so we'll use the peepholes real quick to explore rooms.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
I do think we should probably go through the door with the open, or through the open door anyway, first and foremost, just because it seems like a very explorable place. Excuse me.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
We'll head down here to the bottom of the stairs to... I think this room had a peephole. I think.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Alright, so that's the library. Alright. So now we'll go back upstairs. Take a peek through the room that you had not looked into just yet, which is Molly's room.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Alright, let's go into the room that is open.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my
Alright.
mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Alright, so we are in Walter's room. Fish. Shark. Shark and fish. And what looks to be a train car.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Which I do believe this is the key. Click.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Alright, here we go. Welcome to the...
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
My kitty. Stained glass in the
Reading
window.
this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Nah.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Nope. Now I think...
Like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Saving. Now, I have... Like I said, I've played through this up through, I think, the first of the children's stories that we have. So whoever the first... whoever's room this first is that we actually... Should believe it was Molly?
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Mount Rainier National Park. Okay. So I think we did this one.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
And that's about as much as I've done. So it's been a long time since I've played this game. So I'm just kind of going in without knowing what's going on, which is fine with me. I do. All I remember from this one really is that we were climbing on a tree at some point. Hi, Molly.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner.
Okay.
I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Okay, what did we do that we got sent to our room without dinner? Pumpkin?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh no. Door?
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Gerbil food?
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Poor gerbil. I ate all your food. That's okay. Oh, bathroom. Explore around, see if there's any other fish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Hi, fishy. No, let's not eat a live fishy.
I kept eating and eating.
Nah, don't eat toothpaste, kids.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to eat those.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Birdie bird.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
Hi, birdie.
I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
I'm a kitty kitty. Leap!
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Oh, almost got it. There we are.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Kitty, kitty. That's because I'm a kitty. No one expects a kitty. Up. Hop. Hop on pop. Hi, birdie. Itchy nose. Oh, that's a big leap for Kitty. Oh, we made it.
I almost got her.
Woo! Table.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Upsy-daisy.
I gobbled her up,
And I fell.
and suddenly I was an owl.
But
First,
now I can
all
fly.
I heard was the wind.
Woo-hoot.
Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Ow! Ow! Out of the windmill.
Rabbits.
Whoosh! Gotcha, bunny!
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Nom nom
I
nom.
swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Bigger? What do you think we are, a giant now?
A mama rabbit.
Mama rabbit, okay. I thought we were gonna go after like a deer or something. Out of the tree. Now we got mama rabbit.
She was almost too big to carry.
Nom
I
nom nom.
started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
I'm a shark out of water! Get me to the water! Let's get to water. Let's get to the water. I gotta go to the water. There we go.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
Whoosh!
Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Nom.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Alright, find the blood in the water, because now we have a trail. I'm like, overshot! Oh no! Gentle now. There we go.
Grabbed on tight.
Chop!
When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm an octopus? What am I? Squid? Octopi?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh, I'm a monster. Gonna gobble people up.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
No, 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 no. You got the stairs? There's gotta be more people upstairs, right? Yeah.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Early in the morning. Nom nom. Hey, Captain. You look mighty yummy.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Old pipe, huh? What do we got here? What do we got to eat inside this pipe? Up and up and up we crawl. Through the toilet! Tentacles and all. It's gotta be this way, of course. What
I
could
got closer and closer.
what could we possibly be in here? There's an open window. What are we looking for, my kiddo? What are we searching for?
All my stomach started growling.
Started growling, huh? What'd we find?
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Alright, that was the end of our first story. Which means this is where I would have stopped the first start. Which means There's Molly's monster. Which means I don't know where to go from here.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Her little monster, of course. Okay. Sorry, Katie. I'll hurt if we fall down below.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Aw. Okay, so of course looking inside what would be the sitting room, living room, whatever you want to call it. As we now enter the second of the rooms.
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Oh, we're in Edie's room. Okay. Oh, we got some more things here. We got Burpee, Bob, unnamed bird, and Darpy. Why don't you have a name like that? Oh, you probably do. Well, maybe. I don't know. I can't tell. Oh, even more birdies. Rob, Lurpy, Purpley.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Painting. Maybe I'll hold off on the painting just for the
The
moment.
room was like a museum. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Okay. Joining the great majority. I feel like that's our next book. Bird. Burb. Norwegian fork tales. Folk tales. Good gravy.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Including a carpeted bathroom. Alright, that door is sealed.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
It was a pretty big trace.
It, say the least. Oh. Let's go check out. See if there's.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Yeah, because a dragon's a lot more fun. Built 1937. This is Edith Finch.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Oh yeah, you don't want to lose the house.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
I love it. Alright, let's go check out the book here. Not even a book, it's a...
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
It explains why Edith mentioned the bricks that they used.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Hi, darling.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Long ways indeed. Alright, I think I have a key to the next book, which is in the bathroom. There's a secret in this bathroom. By Sven and Edie Finch. Oh. Pull the lock first.
There's
Then,
a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard.
Nope. Pop that open. Pull that. Pull up.
It's hidden in this book.
Hit. Up. Calvin Finch. I'm assuming April 25th, 1951. Died September 23rd, 1961. If I'm reading that correctly.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Okay, see if there's any other triggers currently. Nothing looking triggerable, per se. Oh, there's Milton again. Milton came this way. Alright, now we're in Sam and Calvin's room. Nope, not back through. We got Fort Sam. With Smoke'em Joes. Okay, nothing seems to be real explorable down here.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Can I go up the other way? Are there any secrets in like going up the other set of stairs? No. No story bits. Alright, let's go. September 1961.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Look at my flight.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
No.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Swing back, or swing forwards. We just gotta swing further and further until we... I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. That's options. Nope, stop. Swing. I guess we're gonna keep swinging.
I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh, there we go.
Sam, Calvin, dinner's ready. Coming.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh boy.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Oh.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Oh boy, this
I
isn't
think
gonna end
he'd
well.
already made up his mind.
That tree branch is gonna snap.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Whoa! Whoa! Three! No,
The
no!
day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
No. Now, saving.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Boop, boop, boop. Pop open. And find ourselves another secret hatchway.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
There's also what appears to be wine all over the secret passageways. Also, I can come out now because it puts me right outside of Barbara's room. in.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
But
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
dreadful stories, huh? Looks like she worked like. I guess that makes sense. She's what, she'd be 16, so yeah, she probably worked as a waitress early on as a kid, or early on as a teen, I should say. I also don't like the ominous hum going on here. I guess we'll open the book. Dreadful Stories. Guest starring Barbara Finch.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
Oh.
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Ow.
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Okay, this is kind of fun. Why we've got the Halloween music playing now all of a sudden? Also, hopefully this doesn't get me heck of copywritten.
And imagine the worst.
Alright, now I got a crutch. Oh, I got a... Well, bam! Take that! That is a bloody handprint. Could be.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Well, there's Dad's table saw accident. They're coming to get you, Barbara. Oh.
Rattled and grew still.
Oh boy.
Oh dear!
Hey!
Oh.
Rick?
just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
And here we go with the music again. Lots of spooky skeletons at the door staring at you. And now we're going upstairs, and I don't know what I'm doing. Never mind a scary skate that's falling down the stairs. I'm gonna find my brother, and we're gonna have some fun. Walter Finch, let me in.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Oh, come on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Uh-oh.
I returned, saw the hook man, and was speechless.
Oh no!
Quite smashing.
Slam! Lock! The door. Next page, please.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
There is. My brother, or the family secret passage.
She played her part beautifully.
What makes me think, Mr. Hookhand, that you aren't the killer?
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
I'm trying to get...
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
But he's too busy. Hada! Bye-bye, Hookman!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
He's gonna be gone, isn't he? Okay. Well, he'll be gone by the time we get down the stairs, for sure. Also, I love the fact that we do actually have a weapon now. That's kind of fun. Alright, he's gonna be gone by the time we get around this corner, isn't he? Yep! Classic horror movie villain! Alright, where'd you go, foul villain?
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
The door! Go into the door! Gotta take a...
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Turn the page!
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her.
Oh my.
Her ear.
Oh boy.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Ha. 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 And of course we had to put it down.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Okay, Barbara, what are you hiding? Or do I have to escape back the way I came? Because there is that passageway that we do have. If you remember, you saw me open before we started Barbara's story segment here.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
That's fair. But also, we now know the secret.
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
The only one in this group we haven't really explored yet is Gregory. Who's just but a wee babe. Okay. Let's go explore the music box, shall we? Waiting for a hook cord to pop out of the box. Not that kind of hook cord. Not the D&D hook cord. There's our key. We can now enter the basement. See what other stories and mysteries we have down here, shall we? A pool table. Pool table, laundry basket, washer and dryer. Cleaning solution by Polar White, all-purpose cleaner. Laundry detergent. A water heater. It's Sven.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Oh, apparently we've had one already. Well, at least the blood got cleaned up off the table saw. Let's just rig out all the wood for the paintings. There's a dragon. Sounds like one of the windows are open, but they're not.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Packages? Like Christmas?
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
What the heck? Oh, here, let's just find ourselves a good old-fashioned bunker. What is Grandma Edie hiding?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. There's a pattern in all these stories.
We got pea soup. We got Wesley Farms jam. Is it Wesley Farms? Jiggly Farm. We got Benny's Tasty Beans.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
We got ourselves a whole frickin' bunker. Sweetie Crisps with fiber. Walter. Toy Train. 1950 to 2005. Okay. Let's March 2005. Okay. There's the crutch.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 years? Holy moly.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Bye! I don't know if this song is copyrighted or not.
After a few days, I settled into a routine.
Probably.
That's what kept me sane.
Boy. Copyright music is a chore.
Having a schedule. Living for today.
Nom 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 nom.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
What?
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
1976. Would there be a war happening?
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
Nom nom nom.
Almost friendly.
Open ourselves some nice yummy peaches. Alright, see what? Because it was
And then
January
one day,
5th?
Everything just
March 5th.
stopped.
March 25th, 2005.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting.
Or maybe
I just got tired of being afraid.
me and my daily can of peaches.
It's been a week now. The longest in 30 years.
Whew.
I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
This isn't the way to leave. We must go the other way. We must return. Or not. Oh, there's a hatch. Down the hatch, like the peaches.
I know it's
Tomato.
out there somewhere.
Tomato ketchup from Red Farms. Alvino cereal. Excuse me.
Whatever killed Barbara
True, they never did find her.
and Molly and Calvin.
I wanna be.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Your sledgehammer.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Train.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Eating peaches day after day.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Speaking of... we'll just open that up. Because we can. Don't know why it turned me that way unless it was me. Pull the hatch. And let's see what else is hiding down here. There you go.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
that can't be tasty. Who knows how long this stuff been down here?
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Happy mornings, naturally aged brown rice from the hills of West Bengal. Trash pit. Which makes sense.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Alright, we
Now
are
that
also...
there's only one of us left. Or maybe two.
we're back outside.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh, there's Walter. Okay. So now where
I
are...
don't know if I should even be writing this.
well, I mean, words have power. Chair. And in some
Maybe
cases...
it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
Wait. Edith, are you pregnant? Or do you have an... well, you said you're 17, so it's possible.
And the history you're a part of.
Or you're writing it to yourself, Edie. Edith. Excuse me. Be another. I still like the first shot better that I have.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Right, up.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Yeah, I mean, I would too. At the time. You know, somebody got eaten by a dragon, somebody that died. Supposedly, all they found was her ear, all, you know, got killed by hook-hand horror during Halloween. Blaming it on the boyfriend, you know, as you do.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Absolutely. All right, I guess we'll find another round of trash cans.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Well, you know.
It's
Family.
embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh. Oh, Katie, Shadow. Bailey. Frog.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
We got Molly the kitty. Calvin the spaceman. Sven the carpenter. Edie the wordsmith. Walter cave dweller. Okay, that's kind of a fun view. Barbara the star.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Going down with the house. Strange thing to say.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh. Straight up, the house!
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Okay. Is there anything else to do? I guess come around the other side there. Do I go back towards the house? Okay, so I could do with that. So I guess go back towards the house and see if there's more story to unlock.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Got
Her
Gregory.
dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
We've got Gregory, who's only 18 months. Gus. 14. Of course, her dad was 33.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
My brother Milton, who is yet to be found, still.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Why, there's no death date. Sanjay, I'm not sure who Sanjay is. Is he in the... he's not in the tree. That doesn't mean a whole lot of anything. And Lewis...
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Right, time to climb the ladder.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
Heh.
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
There we are. I was correct. We are writing for two.
Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
He was also a war vet too, I think, so that doesn't help. That can be a lot.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Oh dear. Did he have a hobby of taxidermy? Airline ticket. Hatchet. Cameras. All those awards.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
There's my other kitty. Make sure I'm not running over a kitty cat. Did that the other day, poor girl. Alright, Sam. What story are you hiding? Blurry.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Okay. Zoom out. I take a picture.
What?
Perfect.
Snap!
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
Hey, I recognize that arrowhead! Fictional park, but I recognize that arrowhead down to the bison at the bottom.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Thought those were out. I'm like, there are alligators in this park. Florida. Birdie.
Aw.
Something right in front of me. Am I gonna get Bigfoot?
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Yeah.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Does it? Hey!
That's a keeper.
Oop. A little more gas in the tank, I guess. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Oh, come on. Focus. Focus.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Swing around.
We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
There we are.
I bet if I could remember, Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
And then you dead? Nah.
Give me a minute to check the map.
Fish.
Let's see.
Definitely think I'm taking pictures of the wrong things.
What was it?
That. No? That wasn't it either? Oh, man.
Could have been.
Could have been the campfire. No. What am I supposed to be taking a picture of? Sign? No. Ah. Nope. That's not it. What am I supposed to be taking a picture of? Game? Of course, I think I took it too early, so... Oh.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don.
There we go.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
Picture?
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Picture?
Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Yep. Oh. Hey, third person. Running.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh, boy.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Alright, that's how we got in. How do I get out? Just that way. That way seems a good way as any. Through the attic.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yeah? Dawn, Gus, and Gregory. This one's not going to be good. Nope, nope. You can put it back. Okay. Still let me out. Read it. Okay. Alright, divorce contract to Sam. 1977.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
What the? A ducky is moving. Froggy? Froggy and Ducky?
Talking over, Gregory. It's time to...
Uh-oh.
Hold on, sweetie.
Oh no.
Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Bubbles!
I wonder what he saw.
Pop!
What is
Pop, pop, pop. Froggy and all the duckies. Ducky, ducky, ducky. Ba, 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 ba,
Reminded me
ba.
so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Look at the duckies. Whoa! Look at that. Whee! Oh no. Oh, can I get on top of the whale? Mr. Whale! Hi, Mr. Whale! Duckies. Froggy. Ba, 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 ba. What am I supposed to do now? Hey, I spelled my name! Gregory! What is that supposed to be on the whale's head? Okay. Just get on the whale.
I know how silly it sounds.
I got the bubbles!
That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel her slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Uh-oh.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
More rubber duckies! Whee! Oh boy, that tub's getting full.
There's so much I don't understand. About
I'm a froggy! Hey, I'm a frog. Am I a frog?
about everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Down the drain! I know I should.
She'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Whew, that one is kind of a heavy one. Okay. Dawn. Okay.
can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Whoosh!
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Whoosh! Whoa!
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
I missed some letters. I need to come back for the letters!
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Okay.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Alright, close the book. Sympathy cards. Evacuation plan. Past the mailbox before the old chain link fence on the hill. House rules: no playing outside without permission, no answering doors for strangers, no messes after dark, all chores before dark, respect others. Dawn's the only light switch that is up. Interesting. Raise flag, 7:30 a.m., breakfast 8 a.m., quiet time 11 p.m., duties, Dawn, sweep and trash, Gus, mop and mow the yard, Greg, be a baby. Routine: jump rope 100 times, jumping jacks 150 times, push-ups 100 times, crunches 100 times, run to mailbox and back. Climbing wall. That leads up, up, and away. There we go.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Okay, that's where Sanjay came from. I don't think I'm supposed to go this way. Back up the wall. We shall head. think we're supposed to go out.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
And Louis is... So we only have, at this point, Edie, Dawn, Louis, and Milton remaining. Milton, of course, is the... So
when my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
There's Louis.
And to see kids in the house again.
Milton. And me, Edith.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
So up and away we go. And that was that.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
So we were homeschooled. Louis rules. At least homeschooled on our family history.
But it didn't last.
Scientific Method to Teach and to Learn by Dawn Finch. There's our family. Out. Whoa!
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Oh, there's another peephole.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Well, he was quite the artist. Just gonna kind of loop around here, just to. Nope, can't. Why can't I make the full loop, game? I can go all the way around, but I can't make the full loop. What the heck? There's also still that up there, but can I go that way? I think I can, but I don't know if it's safe.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Up, up. Up we go.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Nope, nope. Achoo! A flipbook inside a flipbook? Wow. It's actually impressive. Painted himself a doorway?
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
So, yeah, he painted it like a doorway of some sort.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Speaking of doors, why would she seal the doors?
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Alright, I guess we go up. The very rickety
Mom
looking...
definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself.
I say very rickety staircase to get up here to the tower.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Okay. Lewis's room.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Louis.
Also got that trophy. I'm assuming that means that we've looked through all the peoples. Open the hatch, Edith. Head inside. Brother's room's kind of funky. Very funkadelic.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Explore the room first before we take that door.
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Wonderland Turbo! Alright, what's inside here?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Wander,
I
huh?
asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names.
Not have names, huh?
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
This is wild.
But he found something more.
This is
I wondered
absolutely...
about him then.
I am...
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
That's because I escaped.
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
There we go. I gotta figure out, how do I...
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
Fish.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Puppo.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Gotta have some music going on. Can't have a completely silent town.
And songs for them to play.
Creativity running wild!
About starting a band. And he was always humming something.
Song of his town.
Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery.
Yeah, because he's all in his head at that point.
But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Right?
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Mayor Lewis!
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
His own
Conquer
RPG.
a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
Yeah. That's about the
Started
same.
drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Fish!
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
I can get through. Oh. Fish!
The queen was on her own quest for
Sinister serpents. Yep, come on, turn the boat. Turn the boat.
sinister serpents.
Come on.
He followed the sound of her
Oh, gotta have an electric sitar.
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Come on. You got a fish to tackle.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Oh god, of course. This is so wild, trying to do two different game styles at
Someone
once.
who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me.
Yep. Get stuck.
It was hard to argue with him.
And here we are inside the cannery. L.P. Brown Cannery.
He began to forget the world we know.
Chinese food. Same poster we found in his bedroom. Same posters.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Oh boy.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Okay, no prompt.
I still thought I could save him.
I guess we're going up. Up, up, and away.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Hello? Hello? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. What jovial tunes you're playing today? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wise Calico, who'd insisted on advising him.
Calico, you say? Where's my trusty advisor? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I do insist. Thank you. Thank you. Standing at arms, thank you, thank you, thank you, you're too kind.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Thank you, thank you. Such marvelous splendors about.
There was only one thing left to do.
Be crowned, of course. I don't like that.
Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Just 2 more to go. Don't know why that one hurt a little bit more.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Yep, now there's that stairs. Okay.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, it's Jimbo. Okay. Ah, there we go.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
A whole bunch of books. A prayer. Her husband. I'm assuming husband? Yeah. At least boyfriend for sure. I'm entirely sure they got married. Game doesn't say, so not gonna extrapolate too much.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Up to the top of the tower.
But it had to end one way or another.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Here we go. My tale.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
So, I was told there's a present in the hallway? Is that what Grandma Edie said?
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sailed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Squeeze into the library.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Plunderbox.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Are we going to be able to walk to the old house?
There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
Tsunami.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Nope.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Uh-oh.
I got turned around. I started seeing things.
A deer? Oh dear.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Like a
when
bed.
I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Probably came back to them. Open sesame.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, What are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
Oh, great-grandma, okay.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Told you I was gonna cry. Oh. Everything ends. And that is the journey of Edith Finch, or what remains of Edith Finch. Oh. Excuse me. Oh, man. Oh. Now I'm gonna have to find that quote at the end. Because that's a very fun quote. Where's my... Oh, no, both my kitties are on the couch. I don't have to worry about running them up. Oh! Oh! I told you, a very emotional story. I'm gonna rub my eyes because they're all weepy. Oh. we're of course going to let these credits roll. I just want to say that I really did enjoy the game. Thanks, Johan. What? Excuse me. I appreciated all the different, like, there was different art styles, like the graphic novel, comic book, whatever you want to call it, the comic book. The one with her brother, that was a challenge. Trying to do both the walking through as his dream self and walking and then just continuously doing the fish motion over and over again. Oh. Excuse me. The different stories, the ways to get around the house. There's a cat. Hi, darling. I'm loving all the youth photographs of all the developers here. That's pretty neat. I love this little touch here. Hi, kitty. Did I need a kitty love? Yes, I did. Hang on. Probably gonna hear a kitty squeal. Yeah, you're gonna get squeezed for a second as I am needing to squeeze kitty. Yeah, hi. Peaches! Annapurna Interactive. I appreciate Annapurna. Yeah, I do. They made Stray. They produce. I don't know if they made or produced Stray. I think they produced Stray. But I love Stray. Stray is another good game. You guys should play that. Especially if you've made it this far through this playthrough. Okay, I'm working on putting you down. Gotta get around the cables. Especially me. Am I stuck? Why am I stuck? Okay, on the floor. There you go. Go, girl. Oh, the playtesting team. They're all the playtesters. Anyway, special thanks to everybody. Ha! Trick or treat, smell my feet. Scarred for Life 2, Chipley Danger. Dish soap. The Edith Finch team. Aww. (2012, 2017). The end. Alright, the replay a story option is now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. So I could go through all of the family members, including the two that we didn't get to draw, or we didn't get to see drawn, because of course they were at the very end. That was Edie and Dawn. And of course, no Edith end date, because of course, that's our story. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next month, with another game, here in the long run, I have been the Baumeister, and I have been obediently yours.